have a client who lives here in town, and her husband was a colonel, I think it was, in the Air Force station in England, and their children went to public school there, and she, show and tell, the son went and said, her mother grows pot plants. And they all,
they freaked out.
the village MP showed up at the house the next day.
No.
So Diane, this is going to get what, full sun?
Full sun.
What do you, let's see, so that's about not 10 inches tall. So we're not going to go any taller than probably 18 inches max. So my first thought would be salvia, sage.
I know, me too. I have a question about your mini
Our what?
our butterfly bush.
Other meadow, I just have. Oh. Yeah, it's the my mind is It is? So there's your blue. That's going to be your tall one. That almost looks like a delphinium.
It goes with the blue in the pot.
Yeah, exactly. So that would be your height. And see, these are all pretty much been spent already. This has new one coming out. This has some new ones coming out. So this, I would deadhead these back. Let them flush out again. And when you cut them back, they're going to flush out wider too. So then putting a red one, something red. I don't want to do the same texture. What about the red top? A blue red.
Yeah, have a bit of reddish. While you're looking for that, I have a question about your mini butterfly bush. About the mini butterfly bush used by my uncles. And 10 feet wide, and you can get into the down.
So what you do?
Can I cut it back?
Yes, and I tell people this. Because when you read a plant sign and it says grows 6 to 8 feet tall, that is an average. They send those signs out from California to Vermont. And you have to know that in California, long growing season is probably going to get at least 25% bigger, if not 50% bigger. So I always tell people that. So what I do with the even the mini butterflies, I make them into mini trees. And that's the way they're pretty, because they get so woody and pretty. So you keep cutting out all the little side branches and get like 5 main trunks on it. And then let it be bare at the bottom. And then when it comes up to a point, then you just keep cutting the sides out. But don't cut it in a ball. Just,
No,
but just cut it back to the side. And it'll just keep forcing out more flowers. Oh, the red verbena. No. Yeah, this is beautiful. Red verbena. That's about perfect. But I'm looking for yellow. That would be. It's almost beautiful. Like all that No, that's a coreopsis. Yeah, that's one of the nanas, little dwarf ones. But I'm trying to think. Is this going to be seen in the wintertime, or is it kind of off in an area where it's?
It's right in that right there in that gravel area, the arch.
Okay, so this is where I would take something and put in it that's permanent. So wintertime, when these are all dying back, you can cut them down. It's going to turn red. 18 inches tall. Turns vibrant red in the fall and the cold. So if you, Mandina Harbor Dwarf, you're making a face.
I know.
You don't like them, okay. The other one I was showing was the Coprosma, but the thing is with all the pattern, I want to keep the plant as simple as possible, and that's pretty. That's pretty. Kind of brings the red in. So the mirror print, I'm going to show you why. Here, here's one. See, when you have a pot that's that patterned, I think that gets too easy. So you need to keep it simple. So the other thing you could do is just bring in a blue grass and have that in there, fine texture if you don't like the Nandina. And that would take you through winter, and I would get a 4-inch one. I don't have a 4-inch. Oh, we could do a lavender. Oh, is that a lavender?
It is.
It was on the stall.
That's the Goodwin Creek? Gorgeous.
Goodwin Creek. This one, let me see, I can't remember how tall this one is. This is, oh, it smells so good. This is 18 to 24, so it's going to at least get that big, but easy to keep it that big. So this would actually be a nice one, just the winter texture. And then you could put pansies around it. What is it? It's on Goodwin Creek lavender. So even the foliage, even if it's not blooming, just take a fragrance.
That's one of the pretty flowers.
Yes. And then if you wrapped around it,
But it's just kind of red tansy. Oh.
and then this pretty little red, pure red pansy. You would have that, and because this is a little Coreopsis tick-seed, I think that's really pretty, but this is going to go deciduous completely. And this will go down deciduous. Pretty much.
That one will go to citrus.
All of those will, that's what I'm saying for winter. Lavender would stay. So you could put that one in there. And it would pretty much fill that whole pot up. So if you wanted to do this, you should put this in and then it supplement it with color the rest of the year. You can just conveniently, it's at 18 to 24, but you can keep it even shorter if you want to. But that would be pretty in the winter time.
What was the green grape?
What?
The green.
Oh, Creeping Jenny, that would go to, it takes shade. So it wouldn't work here. I know. She said she has Creeping Jenny that grows in the sun, and people will come and tell me that they've seen like a dogwood growing on the house road. And I will not
Yes,
sell it
something.
to you because
I
it's not
know.
supposed to live there, but it does. But I don't want to sell something and have it die. You told me it would, so the recommendation would be to put Creeping Jenny where you can shade. And you could actually make this almost an herb pot. Here's Kara brought some of the thyme. This is the silver thyme. And make that so you could do it all in the silvers and just stick in a pretty pansy.
These often come in the winter baskets. They look like prickly. But they also look really neat combined with pansies for winter
Texture. Yeah, that's a good combination. And you really only need those three for that pot. You've got this, put it on a triangle, so you would put this on one end of the triangle, this one, and then this actually will get up like 6 inches, and then this one will stay really low, which is really nice. So that would be,
That's trailing.
well, it's not trailing, but it's going to trail enough that it will last. But that would take you year round because this would be the only one you change. I love the lemon thyme, but I just don't like how it looks in the cards.
No, it's
Okay, who wants to plant?